don't have, let me say, you don't have a stand to remain stagnant in a world that is rapidly changing. Even God does not change, but everything he does changes. Hallelujah. When you read 1 John chapter number 4, the verse number 7 and 8, you find out that the Bible said that everybody that loveth know God, and anybody that does not love, you don't know God. Verse 8 will let you understand that God is love. And by the reason of the nature of God, which is love, that love compelled him into the creation of man. So man is a product of the love of God. No wonder everything that God has for us is called love. You see, love has a nature of sharing. Everybody or anyone that truly loves you will want to share and even share their souls unto you. The reason why your lover breaks your heart and it pains you very much is because you shared even your soul with the person. I was in a car when the driver was speaking, and he was speaking of a girl that broke his heart in the Kote to Campus Road. The girl lives there, and after he got the broken heart for 3 months, he never worked again. Because every time he's in the car and he get there, the thought of the girl comes, and it looks like he should somersault the car. And for the past 2 months, this pain has still been in his heart. If even a man, mortal man, with so much impurity in mind can love like this, think about God. If a man that wants to just waste your body can love you to the point that I cannot work because you broke my heart, think about God. Hallelujah. The nature of God is what compelled him. The nature which is love compelled him to create man. The reason being that love shares. So after God created everything in their order, the Bible said that God created the heavens and the earth. The genealogy of the earth was given in such a way that the tree is supposed to bring forth its kind. The fowls are supposed to bring forth their kind. The same way, the heavenly hosts were supposed to multiply like that. Not say multiply. Let me say that God created them in their own genealogy. When God was done, something moved God into another form of creation, that which has never existed before. What moved God into the creation of man was called love. The reason being that God now wanted to create a being who can share the very thing or the very being that he is. Hallelujah. God did not create a man to be less than him. God created a man to be his son. His son means that you were just literally taken out of God. So if a man that God created stands and you look at God, you will literally see no difference. Are you with me? And that was the motivation of love. Love shares. So God created a being that can share into 3 dimensions. The first one was the life of God. The second one was the authority of God. And the third one was the realm of God. Adam had access to the tree of life, which was the life of God in physical form that Adam can touch. Adam was created to live in Eden, which was the realm of God, where God and man can have a communication. And Adam was created to have a share of the dominion of God. All this was because God was motivated by love. And if we have become partaker of the nature of God, then we have become creators of many possibilities, as God is a being or a creator of many possibilities. Hallelujah. Amen. You need to define who you are by how God defines you. The reason being that Satan can teach you something different. Satan can tell you that if you feel like you're a man, you can become a man. If you feel like you're a woman, you can become a woman. If you feel like you're an animal, you can become an animal. In fact, whatever you feel, you can do. Say whatever you feel. And because of that, there is so much limitation to even the born again believer. The reason being that we don't know how God defines us according to his own terms. So if we want to understand who God made and what God made, can you imagine that God created 2 people? My brother, look at me. Please, what is your name? Henry. Can you imagine that God created 2 people and said to the whole earth? Let us give you Ghana, only you Ghana, that work on Ghana. You find out that you don't have capacity, but God created 2 people and said the whole earth. So you have the capacity. God knew what he made. Hallelujah. Amen. You might not know the kind of person sitting by you, so you can call him Kwasia, you can call him Abua, you can insult him, but God does not lay insult upon people because he knew what he made. We need to understand ourselves by how God defines us. And he created us to share his nature. And the kind, you be careful with your life, my friend. Come on, bring it here. Surely bring it here. And the nature that God created us to share was, his nature is a nature without limitation. We are people with several possibilities.